They also act like, okay, I'm very confused by this video game. That and the floaty controls. Oh, God!
Alright, I think. Is the video stable yet? No, not yet. Maybe.
I know what I'm gonna do here.
Okay, are our mics back up?
They should be going through him.
Apparently it's
might be
loud.
too loud. Apparently it's really loud.
Yes, that works. Okay.
This is gonna be such a dumb thing I'm making.
Is it good now? How's the game audio?
It's gonna take a second
man.
to.
Can't hear people. Can hear people. Game is loud.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, now I think we're starting to be able to
He
hear
just
us.
tried. Yeah, we just hit the point where the. Okay.
Okay,
it's
it's good.
perfect.
But now we're
Okay, cool.
now we're in night vision mode. Okay, now it's good.
Before we put the raffle giveaway up for this particular game, advance warning: Aces is donating the game for this one. It is a physical copy of the game he is playing.
No, not the game I'm playing. The game, the previous one. This is an expansion.
The previous
pack.
one.
Yeah, the game he is LPing right now.
He the
So
raffle
there's
prize
multiple
for this
games
block.
called Armored Core 2.
Yeah,
He's giving away Armored Core 2, period.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
That's
Armored
the
Core
point I'm
2
trying to get
Another
at.
Age.
If you enter the raffle for this, you are entering for a physical copy, and you are going to need to provide an
What
address for him to ship it to.
Is this
And
a
you'll have to
PC
have a-
game?
God damn it! Refresh.
But can they still hear our voices at least? Or
Oh yeah, I just gotta come back through. Alright, I think we're back. Yeah.
Okay, like I was saying, be aware, if you enter this raffle, it is for a physical prize. You need to put in an address if you win it. If you don't, you can't claim it.
Yes, you get a free copy of Armored Core 2 from the PlayStation 2, which is basically the best game in the series. Have fun. Anyways.
Alright. Oh, giant robots.
All right.
Yep.
So,
Giant fucking robots.
are you going to let the chat design your AC? Please say yes.
No, I don't. We don't have time for that, unfortunately. No, we do not have time for the chat to design an AC.
Make it a pink monstrosity.
Also, before we really get rolling with the game, I want to point out, thanks to Serve offering to donate $10 for every game over he got during Royce Gillette, we have now reached our $750 goal that we set.
Nice.
The donation has gone through on my end, even though it's not showing up on the tracker on the screen.
And no, Arclight, I am not lying. Armored Core 2 is the best. Eat a dick.
Yeah, we have set 2 separate goals, and we have met both of them. Thank you, everybody, who contributed.
Yes. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
going to raise the goal again for this stream, but we are going to be doing Extra Life proper later in the year, and when that rolls around, we are going to raise the goal at that time.
Alright, so Aces, tell us about this game.
In this game, you play a giant anime robot, and then you kill other giant anime robots because you are a money-grubbing murderer for a post-apocalyptic corporations.
So you're basically a mercenary in a giant robot.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
And right now he's technically cheating because he's using a whole bunch of parts that you shouldn't have access to at the beginning of the game.
No, this is not cheating. This is an expansion pack, aka.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is importing from Armored Core 2.
Yeah, no, this is not cheating. This is literally doing the thing because the game is straight up balanced against the idea of loading data from the previous game because it is much harder as it is. So right now we are trying to drop other giant robots into a gigantic blast furnace.
Nice.
Because why the fuck not?
And yeah, you're skipping the mission briefings, but unfortunately, the thing about like Armored Core 2 is it doesn't have like the same sort of like wild, over-the-top voice acting as, or sorry, the thing about Another Age is it doesn't have the same wild, over-the-top voice acting as the original Armored Core 2 had.
It also doesn't have a plot, mail, arena, and you know all the other things you start with the series. No, it's just missions.
So yeah, sadly you don't get like the talking slug that is the LCC rep, or like literally Heidegger from Final Fantasy VII as the Emerald rep, and the drugged as fuck right out of her mind Belena rep, and then sort of like creepy Scientologist lady Zeo Matrix rep,
and then the hilarious Donald Trump supporter that is the Earth government guy,
the literal space Texan, yeah.
How convenient. The Sky Texan is also here.
So basically this one is just blow up, and basically this game is just like a lot of blow everything up. So in this one we want to blow everything up before they blow up this bomber.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there's 100 missions in this game, and like you can pretty much clear the majority of them in under 3 minutes.
Do you need to beat all of them to actually finish the game?
Not really. There's a pair of missions near the end where as soon as you beat one, another one will open up, and then once you beat that one, the game just arbitrarily decides, okay, you won, and rolls the credits.
Yeah, there is no real plot to this game as such.
Yeah. It's literally like a...
Extra. It's a DLC before DLC.
It's literally just the mission expansion pack with a whole bunch of new missions to play, and occasionally new parts.
Also, I have to appreciate how this is basically Ace Combat, but on the ground.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But
Now,
yeah, like the final two missions... Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say like...
No, go ahead. I was gonna say something that makes more sense once he's in the game. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, like, the final two missions are literally like, some guy calls you up and he's like, hey, help me break into a space elevator, and you go, okay, and you help him break into the space elevator. And then the second mission, right after that, is the Earth government calling you up and going, hey, this crazy-ass terrorist has broken into a space elevator and is holding people hostage, go kill him. And it's the guy you let into the space elevator.
Yeah,
That's literally the end of the game.
But every now and again, there are missions that involve things other than blowing things up. Like, you know, this mission where we gotta disarm bombs, and I forget where they are. I thought it is.
So, obviously, you're probably pretty good at the game, and I think you said you have powerful weapons that you aren't supposed to sort of have by this point.
No, you're definitely supposed to have them. The game is straight up balanced around the fact that
let me then ask, is it, like, strategic at all? Because there's like 1 billion meters on the sides and stuff like that.
Basically, movement in this game is the be-all, end-all. Knowing how to move, how to boost, etc. Managing your energy and ammo especially, is the main key. And I was totally not listening to the announcer, so I forgot where I was supposed to go.
Use the map, idiot.
I think it's here. Well, no, the map does not tell me where the bombs are.
Really?
Yeah, no, see, I can see it on the map, or I can see it when I get close to it, but that doesn't tell me anything.
But yeah, so I was just curious how much.
Oh no, these games are incredibly complex stat machines.
Okay, because it doesn't look like it from what you're doing, but again, you've played the game plenty, so you're making it.
Just the way I move and all that is rather complex in and of itself.
Okay. Yeah, like it doesn't seem that way like when you're in combat, but when you do sort of try out different parts, you will notice like almost wild variations in like your abilities and playstyle and whatnot. Like the game is deceptively spreadsheety as hell.
Yeah, this game is exceptionally spreadsheety, and I'll show it off in a little bit after I'm, done blowing shit up. But for now, it's just go in here, disarm bombs, try not to die.
Where is your health listed? Is it the
top left? That's my
left?
AP.
The one that says AP, yeah.
Okay.
And when that goes down to 0, you're dead. The green bar on the left side there is your energy. That's how much
Like
you
your
can
boost and stuff like
yeah
that.
boost and fly around. Yeah, and if you get it down into the red zone,
Fast.
yeah, basically you're fucked and the machine sort of locks up and you can't really do anything that requires energy.
So
Yeah,
have
you
to
can't.
balance.
You can hardly move. You can't really boost stuff like that.
Okay.
And your ammo is there on the top right. You can see like it's got the bazooka icon and the numbers below it, and right
Yeah.
above that is your radar.
So you have to really line your shots essentially, or
Yeah.
let targeting work.
And basically, the way the targeting works is super complex in and of itself because there are multiple levels of locks, up to 3, and how you let your lock go on is basically determines how your shots will track in a target. Whether they fully lead the target, whether they'll just go where they are, and managing your locks is incredibly important.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like,
And there's
yeah,
there's like all
The chat is in agreement with you saying that what you are doing right now is actually really complicated.
yeah, and like there's different sort of lock-on box styles. Like there's like the one he's playing with right now is just the standard square one, and that's like just for like rifles and bazookas and close range weapons. And then there's like the ones that take up like the entire screen for missiles. And then
So
there's
there are a huge number of ways that you can play the game, and it's a matter of finding the playstyle that you enjoy.
yeah.
Pretty
Basically,
much,
like,
yeah.
here, I'll take some time. I'll take a detour into the shop, and just look at all the goddamn numbers, stats, and
Yeah, and it's just because I've never seen this game before at all.
And
But, oh,
like
wow.
I said, I am currently doing an LP of this, and you'll notice, like, for example, the weapon lock, you have special, wide and shallow here, special standard, you have narrow and deep for other ones, and et cetera, and that basically determines how your shot lock works.
Wow, yeah, okay.
and like yeah, all those numbers and stats along the side have meaning as it translates to how your AC operates and how the game plays.
Yeah, like, for example,
I'm trying to think of another game that's comparable in that regard, but I can't really think of one off the top of my head. I feel like I
Probably
What?
like more racing games like Forza and Gran Turismo with the different parts you can equip and tune.
possibly, though I haven't played those either.
and, you know, this being a From Software game, of course, you know, you have the From Software staples, I guess you would say, because the good old Moonlight. Because you gotta have this in the game, right? I mean, you can't not.
Yeah, because remember in like pretty much all the other non-Armored Core games, this thing is like just a gigantic blue claymore.
Yeah, and so for this mission that we're going on now is kind of an example of what kind of setting this is, because basically what we're being hired to do is to go in and kill another Raven, or which are basically the mercenaries in the game, to test out his abilities, and that's the only reason we were being paid, to go and kill this person just to see if he lives up to their standards.
Nice.
And what the game is sort of not telling you is, if you fail this mission, essentially, like if he does live up to Emerald standards, you're going to die instead,
Yeah.
because this is a fight to the death.
So they're literally paying you to, you know, destroy human life or have your life destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, no risk in a.
Like, the world of Armored Core is almost sort of like RoboCop-esque, in a way, in terms of its regard to human life.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, you know, there are missions in this game where you're asked to protect a target, but the target, you know, so long as the thing it's escorting survives, the human involved can die. And basically the human is worth 5,000 credits, which is
Yeah.
basically nothing.
Or there are literally missions where you're tasked with protecting something or escorting something along the way, but there is like an Armored Core part inside that thing, so you can blow the craft up, take the part, and fail the mission, but hey, you get a brand new piece of AC tech.
Yep.
It's that kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Main systems engaging.
So it basically exists to be, post-apocalyptic hellscape managed by corporations.
Nice. Alright, this seems pretty cool.
And you'll notice that in like the bottom right, as I take hits and I use my overboost, which is the big booster in the back, the purple one, that is my heat meter. And as that goes up, you can see my AP in top left counting down.
Ah, okay.
Because
So-
the AC is literally cooking itself right now.
Yeah, so basically
the
managing
temperature's
your
that
heat, and how you kill things is hugely important. And trying not to take hits and stuff, because if you take too many hits, or overboost around too much, or fight around in a hot area, you're gonna cook yourself. So equipping good radiator parts.
So
is
like that
important.
that boiler map or whatever. The lower down you get, the more you're gonna cook yourself or something.
Yep. So.
You wanna solve all your problems before you get down too low.
Yeah, basically you either want to solve all your problems by getting down too low, or have a good radiator equipped.
Or alternatively, if you're sort of a long con player and you have like a very good radiator and a lot of AP, you can just shoot the floor out from under the guy and drop him into the lava, and that's one way to kill him.
Yep.
So like later on missions or whatever, you may really have to sort of sit around and try to like get a robot, build a robot that fits whatever mission parameters.
Pretty much. Building proper robot and all that is incredibly important, because what is incredibly effective, something can be really effective, but really matching stuff to your playstyle is the most important. If you're gonna play, sure, statistically a lightweight may be best if you're avoiding shots and all that, but if you're playing something that's, if you prefer to play something that's very heavy and slow and a lot of damage, everything is viable, pretty much.
There's no real wrong way to play as long as you're comfortable with it.
Yeah,
Exactly,
this is by From Software, aka the Souls
Dark
people.
Souls.
So as usual, like everything is viable, more or less. You have to go out of your way to make something bad.
You have to look like you might have to be skillful at some of the builds.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say like plasticity in your AC design is almost sort of a must. Like if you can make it through the game without changing your loadout, you've either got to be like probably really good, or just straight out cheating.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the game will, like, if you can find your sort of playstyle and like your sort of like preferred part loadout, the game will sort of almost tailor itself to your playstyle, as it were.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the game is very freeform and fun. So that it's one of those reasons why I like it, because there's so much shit you can do. And as you see, we got ourselves a new part out of that. And that's the kind of thing with this game, because there's no actual new parts straight up. It just, or new parts in the shop. It's just you have things that you can unlock now by playing missions. But like, kind of what I mean is, by the way different playstyles work, let's just do a little bit of experimenting here. I'll take a heavy grenade launcher, and on the biped legs. However, that does mean...
You guys like video games?
No.
Casey
Oh.
Jacobs.
Hey, how's it going?
Casey Jakes.
Pretty good.
How's your massively successful stream going, you guys?
It's massively successful.
I see that. I'm only here for a little bit while this Bloodborne video processes, but hey.
Alright, yeah, well, we're, Aces is playing Armored Core.
Yep, I'm playing Armored Core
Age.
2, Another Age, and I'm trying my best to explain it to people.
Yeah, because I've never seen it before, and it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, man, Armored Core fucking owns, dude.
Yeah, so...
You see, I missed out on basically the entire PS2 era because I didn't own one. I got my PS2 when Hiryu, who was in here earlier, just mailed me his.
Oh.
But
He
yeah,
mailed me his
as-
PS2 for free.
As I was talking about, builds and stuff, you'll notice that I can't move while I'm using this cannon, right? Because that means, for biped legs, if you're using things that are classified as cannons, you have to kneel down to use them. But if you're using things like tank legs or four-legged quads, you can move around with them freely. And
You can pull a Shagahad and just use your tank treads to run around.
So basically, if you're using this cannon sort of thing, you want to have a build on your robot that is built to withstand some hits? Because you're
Yeah,
going to be
you
having
either
to
want
sit
to have
still.
something that can withstand hits enough for you to stand still, or be using tank legs or forelegs that allow you to maintain your mobility while still being able to fight.
And I see. I guess you can have more than one weapon with you at a time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for example, I got my machine gun, I got my grenade launcher, and I have my missiles.
So the
and
huge
the laser
gun,
blade.
The huge gun.
I
is-
disclipped the laser blade because it was too heavy. The moonlight in this game is super heavy.
So yeah. So the huge gun is there for when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this game is from Software, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
It is.
This is what they made before Dark Souls.
Yep.
Is this pre or post Metal Wolf Chaos?
Very, very
Free.
free. Like,
Like,
this was their second big franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I-
think it went Kingsfield, and then this, and then Metal Wolf Chaos, and then
So-
Dark Souls.
So then, how old is this
Souls.
game? You know what year it came out?
This came out 2001.
Really?
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah.
2003, but I guess that's the next one.
Actually, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, late
So was-
2001, early 2002.
Yeah.
So was the
and-
first? When did the first one come out then, or what console was it?
96.
So it was
PlayStation 1.
PS1.
Yeah,
and
there was
Armored
3.
Core 2.
Yeah,
I do not remember when Armored Core 2 itself came out.
2000. It was a PS2.
It was PS2 launch title, yeah. But now,
Well,
for
there was-
example, I'm taking the gigantic tank treads out just to show.
And of course, we need to tell FP about the pun in the title.
So wait, with the tank treads, can you not jump or something?
No.
Yeah, you sacrifice your boost with tank treads.
You can jump
Interesting.
ish.
You can jump about as well as you would expect to have with tank tread.
Yeah. But yeah, FP, the pun in the title, because they are from Software was literally going from this version of Armored Core games into the Armored Core 3 series.
Mm-hmm.
So the pun in the title is literally Armored Core to Another Age. This is the
Yeah.
transition.
Because From Software
good.
they love the fuck out of their pun names. Because you have like Armored Core 4 Answer, which was the sequel expansion pack to Armored Core 4.
And it is literally Armored Core, and then like some versions of it, it's just the number 4 answer. And I think in the
But you'll notice here
American
that I
version,
can
it
I
was-
can move
yeah.
around and boost with the grenade launcher still being used and all that, as opposed to being
Yeah.
stuck in one place. So,
There is a way that allows you to move around like that with the biped legs.
but it
it's,
is literally cheating.
Yeah, and it's like you have to do this arcane process of like dying a whole bunch of times, and well, at least in the PS1 games, I don't really recall what the process is to get plus in the 2 series.
Yeah, and pretty much the whole thing with this is that gimmick of the mission, I guess you should say, is stop the guy from destroying the warehouse and all its goods. And if you destroy the warehouse and all its goods, you either A, fail the mission if you blow too much shit up, or you end up having some deductions from your pay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I did just notice that the way the money works at the very end is you get a base and then you have to pay for repairs and weaponry.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Back and Prism Phoenix in the chat are correct. You have to die a fuck ton to the point where you are so massively in debt that the game has to bail you out.
Yeah. It's less bail you.
like America.
It's less bailing you out and more you are straight up being so deep into debt that the game is you are selling your body for scientific experiments. That's literally in plot.
I was gonna say either you straight up just sell your body for scientific experiments, or the corporations literally repossess you and turn you into a cyborg.
Yeah, that's
Man,
basically.
this sounds like Shadowrun.
I would sell my
Like
body for
universe.
science.
It is a little shadow running.
It's just with mechs instead.
Yeah.
Sell my brain. I don't use that very often.
And now this is getting into the weird arcane shit, and it's a bad spin-off anyways. But if you're getting into shit like Tower Blade City, which is a whole side issue of bullshit, but if you get plus, you have severe like health problems as well, and you can up to and be straight up merged with your AC and be unable to leave.
Not to mention the crazy mental instability as well.
Yeah, mental instability. Like one character in that game is basically, or in that series of reading, is straight up unable to emote or do anything, and ends up dying of heart failure.
Nice.
Even in
So we're playing Ace Combat Electrosphere then.
pretty much. But yeah, like even in like Armored Core 1, there's literally a mission where you have to take out a Raven who has had plus enhancements who has gone insane, and
It's on hollow.
yeah, and basically like the plot of Project Phantasma, which is the second Armored Core game, but like the first sort of expansion pack that they released, is basically you trying to stop this crazy asshole from plugging himself into this big giant weapon and then failing spectacularly. So of course, he's already fucking crazy before he gets plugged into Phantasma, but after he gets plugged into Phantasma, holy shit.
You know, I find it funny that Deus Ex Human Revolution was not the first to use the H+ moniker as a shortening for human enhancement. Armored Core was first, baby.
Like, I saw like those H+ gang tags around the forum going, wait a minute, is there an Armored Core game out that I don't know about? Like,
A fun fact about that gang tag, if you see that gang tag anywhere on something awful, save it to your hard drive and change the extension to like MP3 or an audio file, and it will play the Deus Ex theme.
oh, that's
Sweet.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
What,
good.
did Everdread make it?
No, it was Tay.
But yeah.
The one that had the Pritchard avatar for like a million years.
But yeah,
OP.
The Fire Emblem.
It was really good, man.
Hi, I'm back. I see we picked up C. Jacobs in the time I was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
How's it going?
Welcome back, Novel.
I went outside and just kind of sat in a chair outside for a few minutes.
That's a
Not
good-
even doing anything.
I don't.
How was that?
It was relaxing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wish I
Aces
could
and
do
I-
that, but I don't really have that luxury with the fact of sitting around at the tech support. But it's
You live in
okay.
a cave.
Yeah,
You live
FP,
underground.
I'm thinking when we do this next time, somebody else possibly may need, like, we need to do it in 2 shifts.
Or
Just
we
so you're
have.
not, you know.
I'm kind of a control freak.
Yeah,
I like my layouts and stuff like
just-
that. Ace, pause your game.
Okay, do your thing.
But
Speaking
Yeah,
of
they-
problems,
yeah, basically,
so-
Novel, like, Aces and I have been giving, like, the chat
Actually,
a
it came back. We're okay.
Okay.
I only had to refresh it once.
But yeah, the thing with this game, right, that's a bit interesting, I guess you would say, is this was before FromSoft figured out what DualShock was.
Oh god, yeah.
Because
This game
all
controls
the
the D-pad.
all the controls I'm seeing is not only just me controlling just with the D-pad, but it is me controlling with all the camera movements, up, down, left, right, that you see me doing, is me looking around with the shoulder buttons.
Is
Oh,
it
that's
a
a nightmare.
Metroid Prime style?
Not quite. I don't quite know what that means, but basically it's like
You hold the shoulder button and the D-pad or the stick or whatever, and it moves the camera.
no, like
No.
And you
press
like-
L1 that looks left, R1 that looks right.
Oh shit!
Yep, and L2 and R2 are move your aiming literally vertically up and vertically down.
Holy cow!
So it's Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh hell yeah, dude, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's a hell of a camera control.
yeah, they finally figured that out around Armored Core Nexus, which is probably, I think, 7 games into the series.
Well,
And the thing is though is that like I played the series for so long that even when they do get around to introducing the dual analog controls, I still don't use it because I've gotten so used to how this game
Do they
controls.
offer it as an
Same
option?
here. Yep, you can flip the controls from what they call like Type A, which is the style that they've been going with the whole time.
Classic.
Yeah,
to shitty.
and
You
Type
can go from A
B.
to shitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ark's right. Nexus is the 8th game because
I am
Ninebreaker came next, which is like, haha, pun, it's the 9th game, and it was a piece of shit, don't play it or buy it, it's horrible. And then
I don't know
Last
if
Raven
that
came
title
next
pun
as
was
10.
intentional. I think that one might have been accidental.
No, nothing is really accidental. with
Well,
this
maybe they
series.
knew. Maybe they knew it would be shitty then.
Actually, technically, it was a happy accident because Ninebreaker was made as like a stopgap because they were taking so long in making Last Raven that they had to delay it for a whole year.
Yeah,
And like they
basically what they did, they put out a training game of sorts, which is literally just like a bunch of different training challenges. But I actually really like the game for what it is, honestly.
It's the VR missions of Armored Core.
it pretty much is, yeah. It's 254 missions of just basically teaching you how to play the game. You've spent 9 games up to this point, already figuring out how to play.
Well, the thing
and
is,
then a fight with 9-ball at the end, just because fuck you.
well,
Yeah,
the thing is, though, is that,
9-ball.
like, the thing is, it definitely tries pretty hard to teach you things that just playing the game wouldn't learn you. Like, there's movement strategies and stuff that just normally playing the game you would have no idea about.
You know,
So, like-
that stuff you were saying about the analog controls, that reminds me of back when I wanted to do a Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot, and that game came out before analog controls existed.
Oh, right.
Doing
The PlayStation controllers that didn't have the sticks.
Yeah. It was like a couple months before the original like DualShock came out, and so that game was fucking hard to record because like I was using a real controller because I was trying to do it cool and old school, and it fucking sucked.
But it
Sorry,
doesn't
I
support
just thought of
sticks,
that.
does it?
But yeah,
What's that?
It doesn't support stick, does it?
No, it doesn't. That's what I
thought.
tried
So
to
you
do.
were
is I-
intended to play the game that way.
right, and
In which case, you just have to get good.
Right, exactly.
And
Crash
playing-
Bandicoot 2 released before the PS2 DualShock came out. But they knew it was coming out, so they put in a toggle for it.
Wait,
And
there
the
was
thing is,
there was
right,
a time period where
um,
the PS2 didn't have a DualShock?
The PS2 did not. Yeah, the PS2 did not have the sticks when it originally came out.
So did this, but PS1 had sticks by that point, right?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
would they have released it without?
Well, it's
Wasn't there
like
a lawsuit
it's
involved
like
or
how,
something?
I don't remember, but it's like how every new PlayStation has a new version of the DualShock come out, like how you can't use the DualShock 3 on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Like
But
I
even
don't know
so,
why it
it's still a
worked
matter like it feels like the DualShock was a pretty big innovation or whatever for like PS1, I would imagine.
well, it was called I think it was called the Dual Analog.
Yeah, whatever it was called. But the point is the fact that it had 2 sticks. I'm surprised that they would launch PS2 without the 2 sticks.
Also,
It depends on when they did the dual analog or whatever on
That's
PS1
fair.
versus when the PS2 came out.
That's fair.
also,
It's so hard to think of controllers now
well,
that don't have.
Crow, say what you were gonna say, Crow.
Yeah.
sorry, I was just saying, like, the chat's all talking about 9-ball, and I just wanted to mention, like, for the longest time, my Skype avatar was this really sweet-ass drawing of, like, the PS2 era 9-ball. And then when it came around Christmas time, like, you guys all saw it, like, I had 9-ball with a Santa hat on.
That's who that was?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Here,
didn't know
let-
who that was.
Oh
Let-
fuck!
let me
yeah,
find the,
Volfog
picture
is right.
itself.
I had it backwards. Volfog is right. Crash 2 came out in the PS1 era, but it had the problem I described, where it did not initially work with the dual analog, is what I meant to say. But then when the dual analog came out, it supported it. So the thing I said, but Control F PS2 and replace with PS1. Fuck.
But yeah, so basically, like, as I've been kind of going around, this game is pretty hugely complex in almost all categories. It's like they, and as you saw me messing around with weight earlier, weight is as much, if not more, important in this game than it is in anything else in the series.
Yeah, there is a lot here that you wouldn't. necessarily understand without you going through and talking about it right now. Because as I said, as I was watching it at the beginning, the speed at which you go through these missions and what looks like such ease, that, you know, it doesn't look difficult at all, but that's because you are good at the game.
ISC.
Welcome back, SC.
Hello.
I mean, I wasn't here when you were here before, but I still feel obligated to say welcome back.
I finished salting the earth in preparation of the rest I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yep. This, now that we're actually finally sort of playing an Armored Core game, this allows me the chance to sort of explain my username as well.
Okay.
The origins of Crow.
Oh dear. Are we
So-
learning? We are learning things.
Yeah. So basically, like, it's a long ball reference to 9-ball, basically. Because, of course, you've got the number 9 in there for 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then Crow because, well, your player character is referred to as a Raven in the game, so Crow/Raven, yada yada yada. And then just Gear because, you know, it's all about, you know,
Metal Gear.
engines and, yeah, metal and shit, so yeah.
Well, there you go.
So it's
Wow.
basically the most obtuse reference to 9-ball you could possibly get.
Stream
Hey, well-
exclusive. You have learned the origin of Crow's name right here on the Team Frog Nugget Extra Life 24-hour stream. Hour number 75.
Now then, I'm sure everyone who's watching this who's unfamiliar with Armored Core has no idea who this 9-ball character is. So I think after this mission, I might just take some time out and rectify that. Because the thing is, Armored Core 2 Another Age is in many ways a tribute to the series. And
So he's in here.
to make tribute,
Oh god, yeah.
they added a bunch of callbacks to the original series.
Yeah, this is basically the Armored Core 2 series giving the original PS1 trilogy the biggest, hardest, longest, wettest blowjob you could
I
possibly
knew
imagine.
it! I knew you were going for the blowjob reference! I knew it! Yeah!
So wait, the ones on PS1, they were all Armored Core, but it was like there were 2 DLC expansions essentially.
Yeah,
Okay, so when you say trilogy, you're just talking about the 3 that were under the guise of the first game.
Yeah, the ones that Arclight covered in his LPs, Armored Core 1, Project Phantasma, and Master of Arena.
Yep.
Okay.
And Armored Core 1 is basically the story of an underground city after a huge catastrophe called the Great Destruction. So basically the world's fucked, and you're basically just trying to make a living in this post-apocalyptic world run by evil corporations.
So
Yeah.
for numbering, you were saying like, 8th and 9th games or whatever. Do those first trilogy there count as 1, 2, and 3, and this counts as like 4 or 5 here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like there's an actual Armored Core 9 name
No.
or whatever.
No, yeah,
So you're counting expansions.
yeah, the 9th one is called Ninebreaker just because, like, that's sort of a lore thing. Like, the number 1 Raven in the arena is usually called a Ninebreaker because that goes back to, like, the plot of Master of Arena, which is all about trying to take out 9-ball, who is the head of the arena.
So we're working on Mario Kart rules, not Grand Theft Auto rules. Got it.
Yeah.
Alright, so my Bloodborne video is finished processing, so I am going to go back to recording that.
You don't want to hang out for SC's Shameful Anime Hour?
Yeah,
I
come
would
on,
love
man.
I would love to, but I'm trying
Do
to
it.
get this finished so that Joey and I can start doing commentary on it.
True.
I'm going to go
I
do
will
that.
highly recommend, and this also goes for everybody currently in the chat, if you were planning on going to sleep before 3 o'clock, stick around for the 3 o'clock block. It's gonna be a good one.
What he means is the block 2 from now, so after the next one.
Good luck with that. Have fun.
Alright, good to talk to you, C. Jacobs. Have fun with your recordings.
If you're
Goodbye,
legitimately
everybody.
looking forward to my blog, please reconsider your life decisions.
I'm already here, SC. I can't reconsider.
Meanwhile,
You're
if
looking
you are
forward to
legitimately looking forward to my next block,
I know you are.
it's gonna be good.
Meanwhile, no one was looking forward to my block.
You know what? I'm gonna.
No, you have a bunch of people in the chat who are
I'll be
specifically here for
honest here.
this.
I wasn't really sure because I didn't know much about the game before. I was, I was like, hey, it's a game. But watching this, I'm actually kind of really into this. This is a neat idea. There's just so many games, as I mentioned, for PS2 that I missed out on because I didn't have it. Like I had a GameCube growing up, and or I had Nintendo games mostly, Super Nintendo and 64 and GameCube. So when I finally got a PS2, it was sometime around like 2012.
I didn't even grow up with video games. Like I got a DS sometime in 2010, I want to say, and that's all I had.
Yeah.
That was my first console. I literally did not grow up with video games. That sounds like
And you chose Fire Emblem as your favorite series.
that was, I think, the second thing I ever played.
You made some very poor decisions.
And then anime.
I regret nothing. No,
And
I
then
had anime. I had anime.
Oh, okay.
Anime channel.
So yeah, if you... Sorry, I'm just gonna say, I've just posted the order of Armored Core games in the chat, but sorry, continue, SC.
15 of them? Oh dear. Alright.
But yeah, anyways, for right now, this is a good enough show of the early part of the game, but since I only have about 15 minutes left, let's load up completed save file, shall we?
Okay.
156 missions completed. Because to show off a bit of extra stuff that we won't be seeing until the end.
The chat is turning on me because I said the 15th Armored Core game is bracket series cancelled and bracket.
15 is just Damon's Souls.
Clearly, 15 was Bloodborne.
But seriously, fuck 5 and Verdict Day. Holy shit.
Yeah, seriously, those games are absolutely the worst things I've ever.
I forget, was Verdict Day the one on the Kinect, or am I thinking of a different giant robot series?
You're thinking of Steel Battalion.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because
Steel Battalion's the one that has the massive proprietary controller.
I think the
Such a
the
cool
one
idea, but my god, that...
Yeah, no, the From game that's Xbox 360 exclusive, I think the one that you're thinking of is Chrome Hounds, which is basically
I
like
wasn't thinking of a specific, I was legit thinking of the Steel Battalion game.
Which, by the way...
I'm not a fan of giant robot stuff in general, so it all kind of bleeds together for me.
Yeah. Chrome Hounds deserves a lot more love than it got. That was a really good game.
Actually, I'd say the closest I ever got to playing something like this would probably be Custom Robo. Because similar idea, just on Nintendo and nowhere near as spreadsheety as this.
Yeah, this game is pretty intensely spreadsheety, gotta say.
Yeah.
Wasn't Custom Robo essentially Gundam, like, what's that? SC, you're a Gundam fan, what is it, Gundam Build Fighters?
The one where you get to fly your own robots?
Yeah, wasn't it basically that just years before that concept existed?
Yeah. The only difference is it was an actual like first-party Nintendo game. Like Nintendo owns Custom Robo.
Really?
I believe they do, don't they?
I don't know. I'm not that big on Nintendo.
It might be a Game Freak situation where technically
it could be, but they would definitely have all the Custom Robo stuff show up as like trophies of whatever in Smash Bros. At times.
But
yeah, but so do Pokemon. Like,
yeah, it could be a second.
It might be in that same.
So makes it.
But anyways, now that we've loaded up a complete save file.
Yeah, sure. Let's see what sort of thing we got going on here.
Main system engaging.
We are meant to take out an unknown target. And it is completely turned these other ACs into fucking scrap metal. And this is good old 9-ball.
Data assessment in progress. It seems to be
an older model, it says.
Yep.
Let's see what it does
I have a bad
to
feeling
us.
about this, Raven. Please be careful.
And of course, yeah. I love the fact that
it's... your day up, isn't it?
And I love the fact that it's using the Generation 1 parts too. And it also implies that the Generation 1 ACs were actually much bigger than the Generation 2 ones. Because like 9-ball is like probably 1.5 times your size, close to about that.
So they're going full with that whole this is an older model thing.
Yeah.
Using parts that are unavailable to you or something.
Yeah, like you literally cannot make a 9-ball in the game.
If you can see, he just tears through my health and all stingers.
Yeah, wow.
Because this game loves to throw the hidden super boss. In this case,
and of
it's
course,
9-ball.
Yeah, and of course, you're also playing this in the Armored Core 1 era test arena, just for the added, like, reference.
Man, imagine if Xenoblade had skill combat like this.
Oh god.
Wow.
I'd actually probably still be playing it at that point. Oh yeah.
I think Xenoblade did giant robots right, because I prefer when giant robots actually feel like they have weight to them.
Oh no, I like the skill combat, but imagine if it was instead of having to wait for a minute between cooldown.
Also, yeah, Aces, the chat wants you to show off 9-ball syrup.
That's exactly what I'm planning on doing.
And please show off Stinger too. He's like,
I'm showing off all the secret bosses. Don't worry.
oh, thank you. Yeah, because Stinger made Project Phantasma for me. Roger Jackson's voice acting is incredible in that game.
So if someone was to start with the series, what is the good starting point?
Honestly, Armored Core 2. Like, you'll miss out on a bit of the plot, but it is very, very simple comparatively.
Simple but solid.
Yeah. Or if you want to go like full old school, I would actually say start with either Project Phantasma or Master Verena, because Master Verena is sort of like a soft retelling of Armored Core 1 to an extent.
Yep. But the thing is that both of those games kind of expect you to have played the first one.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense because they're considered expansions.
But this guy, speaking of Project Phantasma, is Stinger.
Yep, this is the main the main antagonist of Project Phantasma itself. He also pilots a complete custom AC that you, in this version at least, can't also build. But starting from Armored Core Nexus on, all his AC parts become available to you for purchase.
Yep, and he can absolutely. This guy is just like 9-ball, a secret boss, and he can absolutely decimate you. And I forgot to bring the right parts for this mission, so I am doing myself right. But hey,
mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
All the secret bosses in this game are incredibly terrifyingly strong.
Yeah, like this place that he's in right now is actually unlocked after you beat the game, quote unquote. Like after the credits roll and everything.
Yep. So this is the point where the game says, "Oh, you think you're hot shit, huh?" And it decides to play a dirty, dirty little trick on it.
Yeah, this is where the game, like, this is where you could start to see, like, the genesis of the Souls games coming out.
Yeah, this is where they definitely kind of start hating you a little bit. And I am trying my best to set up something very quick that is actually capable of fighting these bastards that are like this tough. There we go. Because managing weight
just
limits...
gonna give you your 5-minute warning, by the way.
Okay. That should be about enough.
You have a little bit more than that, but not so.
Yeah, that should be enough to, at the very least, show off Phantasma and Syrup. So.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't like. I know that, like, again, it's a pun because, like, Syrup is the 9th Order of Angels, but I always like to call that version of 9-ball Magic 9-ball, just because it's another really dumb pun.
And this guy here is Phantasma, what Stinger decided to jack his brain into, because the thing is, and a lot of Armored Core does this, they love the idea of jacking your brain into machinery, as we've covered.
Sounds delightful.
And of course, the thing of it is, like I mentioned, like SCU and here, but Stinger was already a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, and look what this guy did to my health, from full to 0.
Oh, Jesus.
Instantly dead.
Does he do the crazy disco beam thing?
I believe he does, but he needs to be at super low health for that.
Because, yeah, like, in Project Phantasma, like, the original one, like, he would just, like, open the fight with this gigantic, just, like, literal, like, just dome of laser beams that, like, were, like, purple and yellow and red and green, and it's, like, fucking seizure, like, central.
Yep. And the mission title for this one is Dominion Feather, because we are fighting, of course, 9-Ball Seraph. And this is, in all games it's appeared in, considered to be the most frightening thing that anyone who's ever played these games has ever fought.
And again, we can't hear it, but the voice clip that it plays is right, it's lifted right from, yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, it's lifted right from the original Master of Arena. And, like, the whole build-up to that fight in Master of Arena is amazing, because, like, you hear, like, this one voice that you've been sort of, like, not spoiling anything, this one voice that has been your companion throughout the game, slowly turning into, like, actual 9-Ball's voice. And then at the end, like, when you just drop down into the arena, like, it just looks right at you and it goes, "Target verified, commencing hostilities." That is the best phrase ever.
Yeah, and these fights are all, like, absolutely ridiculous and challenging in the best of circumstances. And, like I said, trying to fight these guys without a loadout is
Holding combat and returning to base.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's a quick little primer on the Armored Core series.
That's neat.
They are definitely super fun games, and I love the shit out of them.
You know what I love? The fact that we have a really relatively stable stream for this whole block. We had to refresh it once.
It's such a major change of pace from all the other things we've had going on so far.
Yeah, Serve and his just catastrophe of technical issues.
It's weird because Serve has some...
Yeah, Serve has the best internet of all of us.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't really even an internet thing for him that much. Though he does have only 10 megs upload.
And I do want to try and kill Phantasma because I got 3 minutes left. I can try and kill this fucker.
But yeah, it was just weird issues with OBS. Obviously I couldn't see how his screen was set up, but I feel like he was missing something key.
Yeah. Also, Ace's Arc says thank you for showing off Another Age tonight.
Yeah, and like I said, if anyone's actually curious about this game, you can. I am actually doing an LP of the entire series from 2 to all the PS2 games.
Oh yeah, somebody did the first trilogy.
Like in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, bro.
Oh, the Disco Laser of Doom, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, now, just watch this.
Yes, I killed him! Fuck you, bitch!
Oh, God.
Mission objective.
Like, I feel like dubstep music needs to be playing when that happens. Arc says the death rave.
What a way to end.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's nice that those missiles immediately, like, disarm.
Yeah, if I had not, had those missiles disarm when they did, I would have gotten so incredibly fucked up. You have no idea. But yeah, no. Currently, I am playing through Armored Core 2. I got about 3 episodes to go or so. Let's see. Yeah, no, I should have about 5 episodes to go left in the LP as it is.
And I'm just going to throw the link to the thread in the chat here. So if you guys want to check it out, it is right there for your viewing pleasure.
Somebody actually linked it up.
I will make that.
But yeah.
Yeah, no one. So I'm pretty sure no one actually posted it, unfortunately. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm in like half the goddamn thing. So if you like the sound of my voice.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Yeah, that is the most intimidating, like, pre-battle, like, line ever. I
Yeah.
swear.
And he can just, as you say, just wreck you. So unfortunately, we won't be getting through much of this tonight. But
All right. Well,
But
thank you
thanks.
very much, Aces, for showing me a game series that I haven't ever seen before. That was really neat.
Yep,
and
go on.
you explained it all really well and made me realize that it is not as easy as it looks like you were.
no, this game loves. This is the point. And the funny thing is, Armored Core 2 and Another Age are still the easiest of the series. Like, okay, Armored Core 1 is pretty easy too, but like as the game gets on, the game gets harder and harder and harder from here on out. But that's it. Thanks for watching.
All right.
If Aces decides he wants to go to sleep like a normal person, he will have the answer of who he needs to get in contact with.
Yeah, give me a bloody address, please.
Okay, well, Firebrand X, congratulations! You are
God.
the winner of
You know
a
what? He's
physical
donated.
copy.
He's donated enough money to us. I think that's a pretty good.
Didn't he say
one.
that he already owns a copy though?
Wait, did he?
What?
It's
said
it's
now
up
he
to
has
you.
another one.
You're the winner. Get
No,
in
he said-
contact with Aces. If you
The
don't
thing is,
want
though,
it,
is that-
Wait.
I believe he said that he already owns it, so he would donate it to FP.
What?
Oh.
well,
that
that is
what it was?
on you and Aces to work out.
So I'm
Where did
scrolling
that
up,
go? That's hilarious.
You're- Well, congratulations, FP. You're getting your very own Armored Core starter kit tonight.
Yay!
But yeah, congratulations, Firebrand, on winning the raffle, and I guess FP on potentially getting a free game out of it.
It's my thanks for putting all this show on, or running it, I should say, because I wasn't the one who started it.
The chat is so happy right now.
Oh god, now I need to figure out what we're giving away with Go-Go Nippon.
Oh shit!
Yeah, my messages are not going through to the chat at all.
Aw.
I don't know why, Ty, but you're in here. You're in here with us. All right, we gotta go get set up for SC's game. So thanks. We will be right back in a few minutes. See you soon.
Bye.